To India now, and the central bank there has announced its monetary policy and has kept its rates unchanged. The Reserve Bank of India said that the country's growth will be below 6% for the financial year 2014-15. CCTV caught up with the governor of the RBI to get a sense of the country's economic outlook amidst a slowdown.
Governor, many thanks for giving us your time. First of all, India has a very common developing world problem. It has high inflation, it has low growth. At this point in time, as the governor, what is your priority? Is it to tackle inflation or to give back the growth momentum that India needs?
Well, I think that the first priority over the last 5 or 6 months has been to stabilize the economy. And that means to make sure our external deficit is brought under control and to make sure there's some stability to the currency. I think so much of the macro stabilization has been done on the external side. We still need to bring down inflation to more comfortable levels at this point.
Now, headline inflation in India has started showing some signs of easing down. Do you believe the inflation problem is over, or do we still need to be careful?
Yes, you're absolutely right that we've been experiencing high inflation for the last 5 years. A lot of it has to do with a structural shift. The point, however, is that you can't take the disinflationary process as given. There will be upsurges of inflation. Food, especially because of weather-related issues, may pick up. But so long as there is an underlying belief amongst people that we are serious about inflation, that inflation will come down, we're hopeful that we can see through some of these blips.
Of course, India is one of the top emerging economies in the world, and every other country wanted to come and invest into the Indian market. At this point in time, the investor confidence is low. What do you think needs to be done? Which reforms need to be given attention to get the investor confidence going, and also how important are bureaucratic hurdles?
Well, first, India is a country that historically, takes some getting used to. So companies that have been here and have learned how to, live in the system actually have made quite a bit of money. And if you hear people talk, bankers talk, these are companies that want to invest more. The multinationals in India are actually quite optimistic about India over the medium term. They think that they're in for the long run and there is a lot of growth potential.
Much has been said about India's demographics. It will be the youngest country in the world by the year 2020. But how can India use this young population? And for doing the same, how important is the manufacturing sector?
Oh, very important. And here we have a lot to learn from China. We have to figure out how to create the kind of infrastructure that China has created and allow the kinds of firms, manufacturing firms, but also service firms, to emerge in a large way.